Hi koala friends, welcome to story time this week. So this week we're talking about fairy tales and kingdoms. And in fairy tales, a lot of times they're make-believe, they're not real. They're stories, and they're stories that are about something, maybe a lesson, like don't talk to strangers, don't touch things that aren't yours, or listen to mommy and daddy. So one of my favorite fairy tale is Rapunzel. Everyone knows that Rapunzel is one of my favorite princesses. And friends, I think, I want to dress up like Rapunzel, but what can I do? I don't have her clothes. But I do have my pointer stick, and I can pretend it's a wand. Maybe I should change this shirt into a Rapunzel dress. You want to see? Let's try it. Ready? Let's say, what was our koala greeting? 1, 2, 3, huzzah! Okay, ready? Let's try it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, huzzah! Whoa, friends. Look at my Rapunzel costume. Are you excited to be Rapunzel? Miss Roeuy is. It's my favorite story. I got a special costume for this story. Does that mean that I'm Rapunzel? And you guys know that Rapunzel is my favorite princess, and Rapunzel is one of my favorite fairy tales. So this is called Rapunzel. So if you know this story, keep it to yourself, because I think Miss Roeuy read this before, but I love this story so much, and I couldn't help but reading Rapunzel again. Since it's fairy tale week. Okay. Once upon a time, a man and his wife lived in a little cottage in the shadow of a tall tower. They were very poor, but very happy. On the other side of their garden was a vegetable patch. It was full of tasty looking carrots and cabbages and squash and tomatoes, but there was never anyone in the patch. So there's no one ever there. Why should all those vegetables go to waste when we're hungry? The man asked his wife. So they're super hungry and they see all this vegetable but no one there. What do you think they're gonna do, friends? So he climbed over the wall and quickly filled his basket. As he pulled a carrot out of the ground, he heard an angry voice. Who said you could take my vegetables? It was an old witch who owned the tower. She threatened to cast an evil spell on the man and his wife. Please don't hurt us, begged the man. My wife is going to have a baby. I will let you go, said the witch, but you must give me the baby when it's born. I will take care of it and treat it as my own. So she wasn't going to cast a spell because she wants the baby. Oh no, evil witch. The man was so scared he agreed to everything the witch asked. So remember, this is make-believe. Is it real? No. Did this really happen? No. Soon, the man's wife had a baby girl, and the very next day, the witch took the baby away. The witch named the baby Rapunzel. Everyone say, hi, Rapunzel. So there's a witch. Oh, no. So is the witch a good guy or a bad guy? Bad guy. Or a villain. But sometimes they just make bad mistakes too. The baby grew into a beautiful girl. But when Rapunzel was 12 years old, the witch locked her in a room at the top of the tower, afraid that someone might take her away. A year or two passed, and Rapunzel grew taller and her hair grew longer. And poor Rapunzel was lonely and wished she had a friend. She would gaze out of the window, looking out the beautiful forest, brushing her golden hair and singing a sad, sweet song. How I wish the witch would set me free. There's a great big world I long to see. Do you like Miss Roy's voice? I'm trying, friends. I think Rapunzel's a better singer than Miss Roeuy. One day, a prince was riding in the forest near the tower. He heard Rapunzel singing and was enchanted by her voice. The prince hid behind a bush and listened. Soon the witch arrived at the bottom of the tower and called out. What did she say? "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." Beautiful Rapunzel appeared at the window and let down her golden hair for the witch to climb up the tower. So, she's using her hair to climb up the tower, friends. And look, there's a prince watching nearby. The next day, the prince watched the witch slide down Rapunzel's hair. When he was sure that the witch was far away, the prince called out, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." And down tumbled the long golden hair and climbed up the prince. So now the prince is climbing her hair. Does she know? No, she doesn't know who it is. She probably thinks it's a stranger. Oh no, but strangers aren't. Remember, we don't talk to strangers, so let's see. At first, Rapunzel was frightened of the stranger, but they quickly became friends, so he's a nice stranger. Rapunzel loved hearing the prince's stories. He told her how it felt to run in the grass and how it felt to swim in the cold water. Rapunzel had never done such a thing. "I will help you escape from the tower," promised the prince. Whoa, so the prince says that he's gonna help Rapunzel because she wants to leave that tower. Do you think you want to stay in a tower? I wouldn't. The next day, and for many days after, the prince visited Rapunzel whenever the witch went out. Every time he would call, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." And every time he brought some string for Rapunzel to make into a ladder. And one day she could climb down the tower. Rapunzel worked on the ladder in secret, and soon it reached the ground. So the prince would bring string and she would make a ladder to help her climb down the tower because she doesn't know how else she would get down. How would you get down a tower? The witch knew nothing of this until one day, without thinking, Rapunzel said to the witch, "Oh, you are much heavier than the prince when he climbs." The witch was very angry. So she blurted out the secret that the prince had came to help her. So the witch grabbed the scissors from Rapunzel's sewing basket and cut up the ladder. Snip, snip, snip. Then the witch cut off Rapunzel's hair, long golden hair, and cast a spell, banishing Rapunzel deep into the forest. So she got so angry, she cut off her hair and put a spell on her to leave the forest, into the forest. Still angry, the witch waited until she heard the prince called out, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." And down to the ground tumbled Rapunzel's long golden hair, and up climbed the prince. So does the prince know who's there? It's not Rapunzel, is it? That doesn't look like Rapunzel. "Ha!" cried the witch. When the prince reached to the top, "You've come for Rapunzel, but she has gone and you'll never find her," shocked the prince. And he fell from the tower into a thorn bush on the ground. The bush broke his fall, but the thorns scratched his eyes, making him not able to see. Oh no, friends. So Rapunzel is gone and we can't find her. And now the prince, he can't even see. How is he going to find her? For many months, the blind prince wandered through the wilderness. Everywhere he went, he called, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, where are you?" And one day he heard a sad, sweet song floating through the woods. "As I roam from tree to tree, my true love's face I long to see." Rapunzel? Rapunzel, he called. Is that you? So he's looking and he heard Rapunzel's song. Rapunzel ran through the woods and hugged the prince. I found you at last, she cried. Rapunzel's tears of joy fell into the prince's eyes, and he could see again once more. Rapunzel's long hair was short now, but she was still as beautiful as ever. Rapunzel and the prince never saw the witch again, and they traveled the beautiful world together, visiting all the wonderful places Rapunzel had longed to see. And they lived happily ever after. So in the end, they were able to find each other and fall in love. And now they're together forever. So friend, was that a good story? That's a great fairy tale. I hope you enjoyed it, okay? Have a great day this week. Bye!